Welcome back to the Virtuous Woman Show, and today we are talking about making the New Year's resolutions. There are those people that go through life and they say, making New Year's resolution is not my thing. Maamuzi sasa mimi make maamuzi aje. I just want to take it as it comes. Like Mzungu alisema, sera whatever will be will be. And do you think those people miss out on something?
Yes, indeed they do, because we say when you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
You're right.
Because what happens is anything would distract you,
yes,
even from what you would have achieved in a year, or in a set time, because somehow there's always those things that keep popping up.
Yes.
And so you give them attention instead of what you are going. Just like today, if I was going out there and I just said I'm strolling, then I find a friend who tells me, let's go this way. I would just be diverted and go, because I have, and we can go there, then maybe time is spent, and then I said I shouldn't have gone. I was supposed to go there, but I had not set myself that I'm going maybe to Kemunyi. I felt somebody to deflect me. So anytime when you don't have a direction or you don't have a goal, now your destination can be anywhere.
You're right.
And so that's why it is you miss out on achieving. And then there's also that pride. You know, life is about achievement also, whether they are small or personal.
Yes.
There's always that time when you see you've set yourself or you might to do something and you've done it well. So you get that satisfaction.
Wow.
And so we don't do it. There was a story about a young man who was found shooting arrows. And so he was shooting them. Wherever they fall, he makes a circle and an X. And then he goes and shoots. Somebody comes and tells him, you see, now this is not how you learn how to shoot. You first make a target, then you aim and shoot so that you know whether you have struck your target or you have missed it. In that way, you keep improving until you hit the target, because you've already marked it. You know, the young man said, I know what you're saying, but if you do it my way, you'll never miss. I mean, you can't miss, because wherever I've thrown it, whether this way or this way, that was my target. Now that's how you miss out, because you will never know what you ever achieved, because you just miss out. So I think, as you say, we miss out.
And you see, that brings us to the ignorance gap, whereby you feel like, it will just work out. In your mind, you just think, maybe you have children. You're not even discipling them. You are not even directing them in the ways of God. You're not intentional about speaking to them about salvation. And in your mind, you're thinking, no, they know these things. They'll grow. My girl needs to remain chaste, to remain pure. You don't talk to them. Then you become like that young man who is shooting this side and shooting this side. And it is important for us as women. We should not miss out on making the New Year's resolution.
And indeed, again, Rev, sometimes women think, my husband will plan.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that he already has goals. You know, because he's maybe the one who has money, you think he's the one who should budget.
No.
Or just like he budgets, he's the same one who sets goals. No, even though you may not make those major ones, what to do, maybe to buy land, you can make those small ones, your territory, your kingdom, you empower, as you say, about my children. I'm the one to disciple them. I'm the one to discipline them. You don't keep saying, Gojea Baba anakuja. You know, that's not how we miss out. As they wait for the father, what will they be doing? Now we lose out on some things, because you can be a better mother. You can be a better wife. And those are things that we can decide as we look back and see, how has it been last year? This is something that I need to improve on. Because I've realized that a woman who is goalless, you take your family that direction. So it's just whatever. Everyone is abusing whoever, and children abuse one another, because you do not set the limits or the boundaries or the goals. Because you as a woman, that's your kingdom, and the government. Please plan for it.
And rule in it very well.
And they don't have to be like those ones of Hammurabi. They cannot be broken. I mean, children know it is terror if you do this. And then the children even hiding or running away from because they know it will be hell.
Yes.
There's a way you can talk with the children if they broke a rule, because you had said, this I will not allow, this I will not tolerate this year. It may be answering back or beating one another. Those are things we can say. And those are also decisions. They are resolutions. Yes.
That one can make.
Yes.
And you see, I'm thinking even for a woman, just to make a resolution that, you know, and not to assume that I will somehow grow.
Yeah.
And I know our daily habits really contribute a lot.
A lot.
So what can you advise us about our daily habits so that our daily habits can help us in achieving our resolutions?
True, the daily habits sum up to the big habits. What I'm saying is, when we talk about long-term goals, the long-term goals are always achieved by short-term goals.
You're right.
Those that we make every day. The minute I wake up in the morning, what I spend, it's not about the hours. It could even be accounting for seconds. And so those short-term goal, habits that we get into achieve or help us to achieve those long-term resolutions. Let's say, like, you would want to have time to pray, but you wake up at 9. Now tell me, if the children have woken up before you, now that is the time you start neither cooking for them or doing this, and you realize that time you wanted to spare, there isn't. So our daily habits, what we get into every other day, contributes to the achievement. You want to increase your business, but you can't be lazy, and then you expect it to grow automatically. So there are things you have to do it better. And I mean, we say it's only okay, let me use the word the fool, or a person who does the same thing oftentimes expecting different results. You have a resolution for this year, but then you start waking up the same time you have been waking, or even later. How do things work out?
No.
I said the other time about where in a day we say the urgent, the immediate, the important, and the necessary.
Okay.
Every day has those things. Look at what is important. I need to pray, or I need to have time alone with God. But you may find now you wake up and the baby is crying. Now you can't say, I must have my devotion.
No, you baby continue crying.
I can't. Now you start biting the child to stop crying. Now what you have to start with, you realize, now that becomes urgent or even immediate. Maybe a child has fallen. Whether you are praying and you can say ulikuwa umepenya. Na mtoto ameanguka and then you will find yourself running out. Picking that child, so what I'm saying, we have the urgent, the immediate. Sometimes some of those things have to be attended to, but they should not always be the ones that keep raising the red flags. Let's say you had something important. Now that is something you have to keep reminding yourself. When did I say I'll read the Bible? When did I say I will have time out? When did I say I will have I'll read a book? So that now you don't keep relegating them, because at the end of it you're just so tired and you say, I don't think I can be able to read tomorrow. Now the tomorrow continues, because even tomorrow will be a tomorrow. And it's important even for us ladies to say, when did I say I will make that call? So that you don't spend a lot of time on calls. Kwa phone, you're just catching up with mama so-and-so, with so-and-so. What you've said is very important. That we need to know what time we will do this. From the time we wake up, what time am I going to sleep? What time will I wake up? What will I start doing? And these are the things that we should check every day, so that we make sure that our resolutions, our goals for the day or for the year are being met. There is the other issue of persistence. How can we flex our persistence muscles? What are some of the things that we can do so that tusifike katikati? Hata tukichoka tunasema pana, lazima niendelee. What are some of the things we can do? I think one of the things that we do, I know there is so much of the resolves that we have. But also we also miss out on the failure that exists in the man. The old man always making their own demands, and But if the goals are written down better, and if you can be able also to evaluate them on this, is this a want or a need?
Okay.
Because a need, you realize you want to achieve it. You see, if today you are told lose 10 kilos because if you don't, this is going to happen to your health. Or somebody has told you now you pre-diabetes.
Yes.
But you need to lose this. So what you find, this is a need.
Yeah.
So it gives you motivation.
Yes.
It's also important to realize that you also need to get an accountability not partner, but accountability is how do I measure or how do I monitor my progress in achievement of my goals or resolutions. But because if you just say nitajua tu, and there is nothing that you have put as what you call milestones, then what will happen is this: you'll never know whether you're halfway, quarter way, or almost even not started.
Yes.
Because you said, I'll lose weight. Now, up to when?
Up to when?
When I'll lose weight? 2021.
Yes.
I'm going to lose weight. But then you have not said how much. By the way, it reminds me just by like what we do, setting goals. We go to the young people and in school, we tell them, you must set smart goals goals like this. First is it must be specific.
Yes.
You are saying, I want to lose weight. Okay, it's good. Because now you've realized a need. Then you go, it must be measurable.
Yes.
What quantity?
Yes.
So you must know, I'm coming from
here
80 to 70.
Yes.
Then from there, A means it must be attainable or achievable. Now, when you set a goal that I want to be sweet 16, I just want to be at 60, and you know you are at 85. Now that is what you call a tall order. It may not, and you get discouraged on the way. So make it measurable. Attainable. Then R means realistic.
Yes.
Is it possible? Sometimes look at also our body types.
Yes.
Some of us, if you go to the doctor, they will tell you you can only do this much. This may be your body mass because of bone or whatever.
Yes.
And they'll help you. Some of us, even when you don't eat, you still grow.
Okay. Yeah.
In fact, I was told there is sometimes you have to really know your body type and know the type of food.
Yes.
Because whether you don't eat, you'll find yourself adding weight.
Yes.
Or even you eat a lot, you still don't grow.
You're right.
You don't even add weight.
Yes.
So that's why we say it must be realistic. Then the last T, we say it is time bound.
Okay.
What is your limit of time?
Okay.
We say smarter because we can add E. ER, smarter.
Yes.
Now, when you have say time bound, but let's say by 3 months, I should have lost maybe this number of kilos.
Yeah.
Then by 3 months, come and evaluate. That's what we say, evaluate. Evaluate and see, did I achieve less or did I not? You could have lost more or you could have added. Not even added. You could have added.
Yes.
So now there are, the last one for smarter is to say readjust.
Readjust.
Can you be realistic?
Wow.
If you say 10 kilos and you've not lost all that and you did your best, can you readjust so that you are more realistic and you don't get discouraged? That's why we're saying building the muscle.
Okay.
And in that way, if you have some way of monitoring how you're doing, the better. If you get somebody who have said, let's go and lose weight, and you go together, then when you get somebody who is also going your way, it's very easy.
Wow.
Then if the other thing is where now I've said you can see also your motive. Why do you really want to lose weight? Maybe to be like leveraged Kai. If you say that way, sometimes our motives are wrong.
Very wrong.
So if I think I would be more beautiful if I was looking like you. Yet maybe I look at myself and I'm almost not appreciating what God has made me. Then you realize our motive
is not right.
Just always ask our motive, because once we realize our motives are not right, you get discouraged.
Wow.
But the Bible also tells us in Proverbs 3, I think. Is it 3 or 5? Where it says, commit your ways to the Lord.
To the Lord, yes.
And trust in Him.
Yes.
And you establish.
Amen.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So indeed, it's important we also commit that.
Amen. Wow, I believe you've been blessed by today's broadcast. And if you've made New Year's resolutions in the past and they didn't materialize, it's time to do it again. Don't give up. Readjust. I like what she said, readjust. And I want to ask you, like David says, that in the book of Psalms 90, verse 12, that teach us, oh God, teach us how to number our days, that we may apply wisdom. When we set the New Year's resolutions, when we set these goals, like our guest today called them maamuzi, what you're doing, you are just living, you are numbering your days so that you might apply wisdom. And it is good, it is important, so that you don't live life like you are goalless, you don't know where you're going. It is important for you as a woman. Set goals for yourself. Make these resolutions. Try to achieve them. She talked also about an accountability partner. Get somebody. Let them know what you're doing so that they can keep you on track. And we want to end this broadcast by telling you you're a powerful woman. We want to decree to you that this year's resolutions, you will accomplish most of them. You're a powerful woman, you're a virtuous woman, keep pushing forward. Until we meet again next Sunday for a very powerful episode of The Virtuous Woman from our guest, Gachohi and I, we want to say bye-bye. God bless you. Bye.
Amen.